Back because my internet provider once again, as you know, is a jerk. Well, essentially just an ass, you know. Anyway,
I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes, I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
There are ghosts?
ooh
Perhaps.
ha.
I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away in the distance, and always carries very raw emotion.
So, in other words, she would also be able to hear inside of the village that people are procreating, I assume.
It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often. And when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
Yeah, don't say. Oh,
I
right.
confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night.
And then he
But
hears,
because we're in the middle of a desert, he would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
yeah, no shit. Plausible deniability and whatnot.
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old hospital not far from the village.
I think they used to use it for treating
Hospital,
Elazar,
eh?
but it's been abandoned for years.
Yeah, we know one character, which I also have, that has that particular disease.
Yeah, let's go!
Can I actually... Oh, I can, huh? This one first. Oh, right. And we obviously, since we did the thing...
I'm getting smarter.
That's one way of putting it. We actually get one pull for the standard banner. And apparently at some point I collected a bit of the materials that she actually needs. So I have enough for the next level up as well. Plus then I need to... essentially once I have her at like this level cap, I can actually level her up to level 50. And only then I need more of those. Also I need the... oh right. These are probably dropped by the new hypostasis cube. But still. I like having this god already. Is that a way?
Everyone hold hands.
Also, from what I've heard, this character actually gets a buff from the character in your team with the highest elemental mastery. Which can be her as well, but, you know. We... Ow. Oh nice, one of those things. I mean, it doesn't do much aside from like give you percentage in exploration and giving you sometimes a very nice viewpoint for a picture. I mean, I can see the enemies already. It's just they haven't...
Oh,
Never
is
mind.
this the place? It's in terrible shape, and there's sand everywhere.
Empty and forgotten. An ideal place to hide people.
Wow, they one-shot a god.
Nothing lasts forever. Come on out. Right here. Right now.
I mean, keep in mind, I also don't have her built that well. Yeah, you should take your leave. Technically the most powerful item in the game, a fried egg. Character dead? Just give it a fried, just pop up a fried egg and it'll be A-okay.
Watch out!
Right here. A brash maneuver! Let's move out.
Rest and rebuild! Torrent, bring refuge!
Come on. Yeah, I don't have her built amazingly either. I mean, with her it's a lot more difficult since she is literally in need of 0 crit rate. Or since you literally have crit rate as the worst substat for her. Oh.
Emerge. Right here. Emerge. My apologies. Whirling snow. Sakura swirl. Right now. Emerge. A sight to behold. Right here. Emerge.
The Temple of Wisdom!
So rude. Take flight.
And that's dead. You know, the whole kill it with fire!
They were easier to deal with than Paimon had expected.
Odd, I know.
Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky? Or, you know, something like that. He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
This is the one. Let's go in and take a look.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Hey, we haven't found Squat. Are you sure we aren't wasting our time here?
Ever heard of a hidden
Patience.
passage?
Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then,
Seeing as
I'm
this...
taking a break.
No.
And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read? What are you reading? Let Paimon see.
How to cook Paimon
Okay,
101.
Sure.
Huh? The natural position, which is the positional propensity of an entity in natural motion in contrast with an object in forced motion? Huh? When free from external influences, every entity displays the tendency to follow its natural trajectory?
So, you got that?
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya!
Why do I have a feeling that's a book about physics?
Look him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this.
You know, it wouldn't kill you to read a book once in a while either. Or maybe it's time to spread your wings and become learned. Oh, they're both still like an insult, but which one is better? uh, I'm gonna go with the second one. Nah, I'm gonna go with the first one.
Hey, Paimon's your Teyvat travel guide. Paimon knows plenty of useful stuff already. And anyway, is that Paimon's fault that the books people read in Sumeru are so complicated?
But yeah, seeing as the stream cut out earlier due to technical difficulties,
Paimon's getting so sleepy.
I think I'll stream for like another 45 minutes and then call it a day. You know? Anyway.
Huh? What was that sound?
There it is. It's
Wine.
coming from that direction.
Will we actually see one of those mad
Is the sound
scholars
coming
going
from here?
on about their mad
Paimon not
ramblings
seeing
and
anything.
whatnot? Huh.
It's from below.
Hang on. Let's hope it's not the shy guy, cause then we're fucked.
But there's no way we can get down there.
You can
Something is
frickin'
off about
fly.
the interior here.
Call it. Secret passage.
As I thought. There's a hidden structure.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one.
You
Well,
don't
looks like
see.
there are other mechanisms around here. Let's keep exploring.
Oh no. We need to do puzzle, don't we? And we're all the way outside. Investigate the elemental non-surround. Hey. Oh, how did she die again? Well, easy fix, just stuff her full of food.
What they say is true. You have to see the world for...
So we have to find 2 more of those tower things, alright. I mean, they should generally be around this area, so... Time to explore. Oh, come on. That one is locked, really. Yoink. Well, we know one is on the roof. I honestly wouldn't be surprised that one only unlocked. Oh, come on, this one's locked too. Oh, I get it.
Billowing surge!
And dead.
My apologies.
God damn it. You know what?
Rust and reap it! Right now. Emerge. Right here. Whirling snow!
Anyone else? So now it's finally unlocked, huh? Back to the one on the roof. We're Spider-Manning this shit.
Right now.
And that's the show. Now we have everything unlocked. Oh. Uh-huh. This week's meals. I don't think we'll need that. Oh wait. Old vase. This seems to be a darkened remnant of something, blah blah blah. I thought you actually get shit out of it. No offense. Nothing like going through an insane asylum,
There's
right?
someone over there.
We need to be careful.
Good idea. Let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
He be one of them mad scholars.
Wait. You're...
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young to be anyone's grandfather. Also, why is he the only one here?
Because they left him
Didn't
behind.
expect to see him here.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academia.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him.
Or he knew too much, and, you
There are
know,
drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway.
made sure he goes
Someone
mad.
was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with people?
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. In their haste, they failed to notice Razak hiding in a corner. The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Dot dot dot.
you mention it, they're acting the same way.
Correct. The academia is behind all of this.
No
It
shit.
isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the academia spread a false rumor of King Deshret's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the academia. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the academia. All the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto King Deshret's followers. Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since King Deshret's death all those years ago. Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread.
No shit,
Many
I
would
kind
give
of realized that
everything
one.
they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs to make a few empty promises. Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of King Deshret and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that. The notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the academia that brought the scholars to Aru village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons.
Oh dear. Well, let's just hope it's not like in Warhammer 40k where you have a food item you don't want to eat called corpse starch. Legit, that's a thing, and yes, it is exactly made out of what you think.
An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource? For what exactly?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
With the technology of the Sumeru
Dun, dun,
Academia,
dun.
it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night when no one is watching them.
So, the human brain... Nope, nah, Hyman doesn't want to think about this.
How did you learn this technology?
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process. Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Hyman's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
Pretty much. Oh boy. Oh god damn it. It's also safe to assume that this knowledge has something to do with the Fatui, the Doctor, and also the Balladeer. They're using divine knowledge capsules to turn the Balladeer into a god.
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer.
Dun dun dun.
That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge? The academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge, but what is their ultimate goal? I've
First
spent
off,
quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
first of all, divine knowledge capsule is apparently forbidden, so there's a good reason why that's also forbidden knowledge. Plus, considering one side in Sumeru wants to revive their god, and seeing as the other don't like their replacement for their god, they probably want to revive their god or put like the head scholar as the new god of Sumeru.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
It's forbidden for a reason, Paimon.
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry. Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the academia may as well shut its doors.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
I mean, honestly, it
course.
sounds really
The
barbaric.
academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed. This matter needs to be corrected, just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well.
Nah,
What do you plan
I
to do
mean,
about that? Save every last person?
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
No, dear. Your motivations are more specific and personal.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want. The Divine Knowledge Capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
Though he rejected the notion of gathering moral or of greater moral responsibility, he justifies his actions because they are true to his personal motivation. Someone like him might actually make for a better ally. Yeah, I wouldn't want to have him as an enemy.
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
Pretty much.
You're probably right. Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out. Uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Wow.
True.
That's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be a lot easier.
I'm just a more
Probably.
likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that.
I mean, don't push it, buddy. Alright. So what do we do with him?
He won't last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us. We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru Village.
To Aru Village, then, I take it. Bruh. Yeah, I'm lazy. I'm just teleporting back, alright? Sure beats trekking through the desert. Maybe I'll actually also fight the new hypostasis cube. You know? Although for that fight I will take Nahid out of my team. Because she would in all likelihood be very dead. Oh boy. Reveal thine secrets, old man.
Weather in the desert is always so unpredictable.
You need to watch out for any signs of earthquakes and sandstorms.
Hey!
Weather in the desert is always so unpredictable.
Oh, so they only have one thought. Good to know. We'll just do this bit of the story and check out the new hypostasis cube, you know? And we'll see where we go from there. And honestly, if I have to give my honest opinion,
We're back!
I prefer, in my opinion, the music in the entire Sumeru region is a lot better than like most of the areas in Genshin Impact, you know?
You must be tired. You should rest and take some water.
What's the situation?
Who's this?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
Ah. You tell everyone that what happened to you
So,
and everything?
at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar hospital served as the Academia's site for extracting divine cant knowledge.
Yep, pretty much.
Their
Yep.
plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru village, since divine cant knowledge has been in circulation for a while now. Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village, almost as if they knew we were on their trail. Why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
We may have a mole in our midst.
You
One
don't
of
say.
us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the Academia.
Al Haytham? Mind telling us?
Huh? Are our friendships that shallow?
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue. Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Say what now?
What's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
So what you're saying is... Sino's the mole. Interesting.
How
And here
though?
I thought you were the most suspicious one, Al-Haytham, since you were always acting alone.
Same here, actually.
You have a point, but I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details. Simply put, the Academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you?
Pretty much.
If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The Academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The Academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every
No
so
shit.
often comes a Nyagarbaha day. On this day, the Academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing the thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, everything.
You're saying that the Academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
The Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
It predicted my every move.
The Academia has been watching you longer than you think. However, the fact that you resigned is proof that their suspicions were well-founded.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the Academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from. Sino,
Pretty much.
don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
True.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
True.
Oh, so that's how it is! Paimon gets it now! If the Academia is trying to avoid Sino, then the safest place would be...
One step behind him.
Yep, that's right!
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going.
You're getting smarter, Paimon.
I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! After him!
Don't tell me
Please,
Dinah
wait.
betrayed us.
I want to go too!
Too dangerous,
You
buddy.
want to go too? If so, you have to promise you'll stay safe.
I want to find Grandpa. I promise I'll be careful and not cause any trouble.
Everyone, I leave him in
Oh.
your hands.
Alright.
Yay! Let's go! Remember to pack some food with you! Paimon feels like we're missing someone, though.
A very foxy lady is what we're missing. Oh, we can actually take this opportunity and...
I see everything!
Ah, Candace doesn't think of anything. Oh wait, just dot dot dot. Ah.
Everyone hold hands!
Oh, come on. Like, I know it's fun and all that we can read minds, but at least put some dialogue in there. Even if it's just one sentence on repeat. You know, at least put like something on repeat in there and not just dot dot dot, we couldn't think of anything. You know? But then again, I doubt a lot of people will actually have Nahida and just want to spam everything. Do-do-do-do-do. We're Spider-Manning this shit. uh, I mean, that's literally like a meme with that, if I remember correctly. Like, they're just saying, oh, look at the new Spider-Man game, and you just see people doing this in Genshin Impact.
So, where do we go from here?
Sino, do you remember the route you took?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
Oh.
I see everything. I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Is that because you play here a lot?
Yes.
Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert. But I was the one who brought him back.
Yeah, I just had to grab those. Behold, we have Nahida.
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand. Looks like we'll need to roll up our sleeves and do some work.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work.
You're floating, though. Like, Paimon doesn't actually walk, she floats. Now isn't the time for complaining, Paimon.
Okay. So, we have to dig it out? Whatever's down there looks like it's buried really deep.
Oh dear.
These are likely fragments of an academia-developed device, something akin to a headset. Looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been escorted this way, because there are device fragments scattered around here. Let's split up and search the area.
That's
Chances
probably
are that we'll
the
find
device
other
they
things
use for
nearby.
extracting the information, right? Everyone goes into a different direction after a short time while leading up, blah blah blah.
Is this what we're searching for? It looks kind of scary.
This is definitely a device used to extract divine knowledge.
Called it.
How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part of the plan. They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what?
Grandpa, I hope you're okay.
Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be fine.
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration, which means that they left fairly recently.
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered by sand, I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
True.
Ugh, but running on sand is so tiring.
You're floating,
You're
dumbass.
flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too?
Ugh, of course it is.
Hey, I'm walking on sand bare feet. Or barefoot. So is Sino, kind of. And you don't hear us complaining.
Voices, over there. It sounds like an argument.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
Bruh.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
No
Dia's
shit.
talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do. Need me to...
I knew it. That's our Dia.
Dia? Why would you? Dia!
Fucking little kid.
What are you doing?
Huh? Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa?
reasons.
Well, look who's here. Ain't that something?
This complicates things.
You've betrayed Aru Village.
So, this is the great General Mahamatra. Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself. I have the means and methods, and my ideals are far more admirable than theirs.
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You of all people should know that.
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
It doesn't matter.
Thank you, finally.
Whichever side you pick, nothing can deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting King Deshret. Once our Lord of Old returns to this land, we will have a new beginning.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of King Deshret. Whether I live by the edge of the sword or in peaceful comfort, my soul will always carry this conviction.
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars aren't gonna bring King Deshret back to life.
I have a feeling that pyramid
You
in the
don't
distance has
understand,
some
my dear
significance in the story at
Pursuing
some
our
point.
faith is our purpose in life. Even if the chance of success is 1 in a million, we must be willing to give everything we have.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites? Your Eremites, which you've worked so hard for all these years?
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine here. All you see now is cracks in this desiccated land. But fate has finally dealt me a hand to play against the academia. With these scholars in our custody, we'll stomp the academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall of Samiel.
Ridiculous. Think about it. The academia controls the entirety of Sumeru. Your powers are negligible in comparison. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these two men. They're also against the academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
They look more like pawns of the academia to me.
Says the
Why
pawn.
not listen to anything the people of Greater Lord Rukkhadevada have to say? Filthy traitors. Your god abandoned all honor and betrayed King Deshret. We desert dwellers will never trust the likes of you.
Hang on.
It's impossible to communicate with someone so hostile.
Hang on, guys. You'll see a blue screen for a minute. Alright. Sorry for that, I just needed to write a little message there.
Perhaps we should.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the academia?
Probably not.
These people have no value as bargaining chips, but I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage. These scholars were exiled from the academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset to you.
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade places with the hostages, do you?
Precisely. Any wise person would gladly accept my offer.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad
They're
luck
not
for
gonna...
me.
Well, to be honest, they could also just say, so, the fact that you want to take the place of the hostages means the hostages that we have right now definitely have some value.
However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars, perhaps even find out the truth.
Or not. Oh, right, auto.
Think you can talk me over with that confident look of yours?
Probably
I'm not trying
not.
to persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the Academia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against the Academia?
Not all desert dwellers believe in King Deshret, and the same applies to the Academia. Why must all knowledge seekers approve of the Academia's way of doing things?
True.
You Academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall. I've made myself clear enough. I won't listen to another word from the Dendro Archon's people.
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
You know you're making a dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me? Do you trust me?
We've known each other for years. Of course I do.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm. Come on, Raman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the Academia, you need to steel yourself. You can't be afraid.
Huh. An arm from the Flame Mane. You've piqued my interest.
She actually does have
Or
a pretty nice
if you refuse to
hairstyle,
oblige, what should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs. And mercs don't tend to live long unless they have their wits about them.
True.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keepers together.
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
No, I actually wanted her as a playable character.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate!
I don't want a one-arm bandit.
It's more difficult!
That's fine.
Actually, that would be kind of funny.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Raman,
If you look
I'm
at it
holding up my
rationally,
end of the
kinda,
deal
yeah.
here. You'd better not let me down.
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
No! Dia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it!
Are they gonna stop last second?
Stop!
Called it!
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. Where's the sense in cutting my own kin to pieces?
Called
You've
it.
shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave. Meet me in the desert at noon tomorrow.
Oh dear. Best part of this stream so far is where Dinah literally says, "Shut it, Paimon."
I was really counting on him not going through with it.
Dia! That was crazy! Have you all lost your minds? What if he'd actually cut your arm off?
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm.
Please don't do that ever again. I'll be worried about you.
Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're out on a limb, You gotta double down to seal the deal, you know?
Out on a limb.
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them. If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from.
Uh-huh.
Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there. Wiping them out would do more harm than good.
True.
As you wish.
I'm sorry, Dia.
That's like beating a hive of angry bees to even piss them off more.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa, so I'll do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in research.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself?
I think he was just stating the truth. That's just how he is.
Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the village
Like
and rest up.
her
Today
reply
was
to
just a
that
trial
just
run. Noon tomorrow
literally
is gonna be
just
the hard part.
Oh yeah, why do I think that his praise is just a way to talk about himself? That's funny. Oh, I'm definitely gonna be building the Dendro Archon to be very powerful. Or really build her, you know? Well, anyway, let's find a different NPC to read the mind of. Found them. Oh, two even.
What's taking me so long?
Oh, merchant. What do you sell, fair merchant? A recipe, alright. Always buy those. I mean, there is this one thing where I have to spend X amount of in-game money. Obviously, buy the fish. Just buy all of them shit. Ooh, that actually sounds nice. I'll take it. Yeah, why not? Get all the raw meat in there. And now, I shall read thine mind.
Thank goodness the transport fees didn't go up by too much.
Honestly, that is something a merchant would think of.
I see everything.
Am I being too hard on him?
What's taking them so long?
To buy some handmade goods.
Oh, there's one more here. Wait, she's a merchant too?
I should make more clothes for the children while my eyesight is still good.
Aw, that's wholesome. What do you sell then, Miss Merchant? Nothing by the looks of it. It is a lie, she... Oh, wait. Oh, well. Dang it. I have to try.
Hey!
Nope. We cannot read the mind of a cat.
I see everything.
Grown-ups are so annoying.
Huh. So that's obvious. Kid complaining about grown-ups.
Hey! Everyone hold hands.
How can anyone say these kinds of things to children?
I get it. I shouldn't listen to rumors.
You shouldn't, that's for sure. Unless they're a particular kind of great rumor that would advance your career. You know, like something that would get your boss fired if it ever came out. Also, that's still kind of illegal, and I think that's called blackmail as well.
As long as I just keep talking up life outside of the village, people will keep flocking to me.
Mercenary. I wish that Genshin Impact actually gave out more of the Black Iron Sword. Oh, we actually got something from this guy. We got food from him.
Join the Eremites and embrace a wonderful new life.
How's about
Something on
no?
your mind again? Let's work through it together. 2 heads are better than 1.
Well, with that said, hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Or in the next stream of whatever I'll be streaming or recording. So yeah. Bye!